The troubled southern provinces of Thailand go back to its own past and the imperial legacy of the Thai kingdom. Though Thailand remains a predominantly Buddhist country, it should be remembered that the people of Thailand are culturally diverse. In the south, the population has always been predominantly Malay, and history will show that the Malays of the south have had a history and identity of their own. The Malays of southern Thailand are concentrated in the provinces of Patani, Yala, Sabon and Marathawat. These provinces were all part of what was known as Patani Raya, Greater Patani, which covered the domain of the earlier Sultanate of Patani, which was itself derived from the ancient kingdom of Lankasuka. Since the 18th century, Thai rulers have sought to subjugate these Malay states and bring them within the domain of the Siamese Empire. In 1901, the Thai ruler King Chulalongkorn broke the peace treaty with the Malay states and launched a military campaign against them. His centralization program, Fisathiban, regrouped the 7 provinces of Patani under one unit called the Borowinchet Hraubung area of the 7 provinces. Siamese administrators were appointed by the king to rule the Malay provinces directly from the royal capital of Krungthep, Bangkok. In 1906, the 7 Malay provinces were brought closer together under a single administrative unit called Munthan Patani. It was only in 1909 that the Malay kingdoms of Kelantan, Terengganu, Kedah and Perlis were taken over by the British colonial power with the signing of the Anglo-Siamese Treaty. Despite the division created by the Anglo-Siamese Treaty, the Malay kingdoms of Patani were similar to their mainland counterparts in every respect. Patani society was Islamic and Malay in character. They shared the same language, political culture, social structures, customs and values. It is not a surprise that the Malays of Greater Patani resented having to live under the Thai imperial dominance. The Malays of southern Thailand rose in revolt. Patani resistance to Siamese hegemony began almost as soon as Bangkok tried to re-establish its grip on the Malay kingdoms. In 1903, the Patani Malay aristocrat Tengku Abdul Qadir Kamaruddin revolted against Bangkok. He was defeated and imprisoned for nearly 3 years as a result. As soon as he was released, he planned another insurrection against Siamese rule. The Patani Malays were angry with Bangkok for trying to impose Thai laws on them and Bangkok refusal to recognize traditional Malay and Islamic laws in the region. After another failed revolt in 1915, Tengku Abdul Qadir Kamaruddin retreated to Kelantan, which was under British indirect rule, and attempted to regroup his forces with the help of the Sultan of Kelantan, Sultan Muhammad IV. In 1922, Tengku Abdul Qadir launched his biggest campaign against the Siamese government in response to the new education policy introduced by Bangkok, which made it compulsory for all Patani Malays to attend Thai government schools and learn the Siamese language. Tengku Abdul Qadir regarded this as a deliberate and calculated attempt to erase Patani Malay identity and to convert the Patani Malays to Buddhism. Tengku Abdul Qadir rebellion ended in failure, and a number of prominent Malay rulers were either killed or captured. Despite the fact that they managed to defeat the insurgents, the Thai government realized that it needed to revise its own policy towards the Patani Malays. King Vajiravan introduced new guidelines in order to help assimilate the Patani Malays into the local administrative structure in the region, in order to give them a sense of commitment and investment in Thai policies. In time, Bangkok began to offer limited concessions to the local Malay rulers, and attempted to co-opt them into the administrative framework of the Patani government. Throughout the 20th century, successive Thai governments and rulers have sought to co-opt and pacify the Patani Malay communities of southern Thailand by the use of financial inducements as well as the threat of force and violence. More often than not, these policies were directed towards the goals of assimilation and absorption of the Malay community into the Thai Buddhist mainstream. Prior to the Second World War, Thailand experienced a change of political leadership which led to the rise of General Phibun Sangkhram. General Phibun was an extreme right-wing nationalist who was very much influenced by the neo-fascist and ultra-nationalist ideas of Nazi Germany and Japan at the time. Under his rule, Thai society was forced to undergo many radical changes to its political system and social values. In 1939, General Phibun government introduced the Thai Rathanayam, Thai Customs Decree, which forced all Thai citizens to conform to a set of common cultural norms and which forced all minority groups to follow the model set by the government. This caused considerable outrage in the Malay provinces of Patani, and the Patani Malays regarded it as yet another attempt to erase their cultural and religious identity. Under General Phibun Decree, Patani Malays were not allowed to dress according to their Malay customs, were forced to use the Thai language, and in some cases even forced to participate in the public worship of Buddhist idols. Phibun policy led to an immediate response from the Patani Malays who rebelled against the government. But the government response was equally harsh. The army was used to quell the rebellion, leading to the arrest and killing of many Patani leaders. Thousands of Patani Malays fled south to join their fellow Malays in Malaya.